Welcome, moviegoers. How are we doing? Good, good. Do you have your ticket? All right, what do we have here? Real Swell. Good choice. You're going to be in Auditorium 61. It's straight ahead and to the left. Enjoy. The Amateur. This movie comes out tomorrow, starring Rami Malek, Lawrence Fishburne, and Julianne Nicholson. It's about a CIA analyst whose wife gets murdered in a terrorist plot over in London. And it's the story of him going on a rampage, essentially trying to track down all the men involved in his wife's murder. Now, this movie is kind of a mix between Jason Bourne with some James Bond. It's one of those spy action thrillers that we've seen many, many times. I will say, though, that this movie is much more heart-filled. It's less about the action and it's more about what this man is going through. It's nothing like the trailer. The movie that the trailers present to you is not the movie that is on screen. It is a much quieter movie than what the trailers lead on. With that said, though, the story is pretty good. I think that they had an opportunity with some of the twists in the movie to take it further, but I really think that they wanted to focus this story on the protagonist and what he was going through that led him to make the decision to go after these men who murdered his wife. He learns some things about dealings within the CIA, which he uses as leverage to get permission to go on this rampage. And that there's like three parts of this story, and while those other parts would have enhanced the story, they were just plot devices. Now they incorporate these other parts of the story throughout the movie, but it never seems important to the movie, if that makes any sense. If those parts of the movie weren't in it, the story would still work. And the movie is 2 hours or just about. And I would say between those additional plot threads and there's a lot of quiet time in the movie. I mean, it's literally dead space, is how it felt to me anyway. We were just waiting for something to happen. There was no score, there was no dialogue, there was no people shuffling. It was literally just silence, and we were just looking at characters, and it felt odd. If they would have cut out that 20 minutes or so, it would have just been a tighter film. It would have kept pace with what the story was that they were telling us. There was a lot of emotion to this story, and it gets lost in that dead space. Because it's not dead space of reflection. It's just there's nothing, because there are parts of the movie where it's silent or quieter, and it's a part of the movie. It's one of the themes of the movie. This man trying to fill the silence that has been left by his wife not being around. So that's a part of the actual story. But then there are also other parts of the film that's silent without there being a reason. So I thought that was strange. I found myself wondering what is going to happen next because there's literally nothing happening on the screen. All in all, though, I think the display of emotion that goes along with that kind of loss, the anger, the desperation, the loneliness, All that gets embodied by the performance of Rami, and he does a very good job. But again, the script just seemed like it wanted to do more while at the same time still wanting to only focus on the main character, the main protagonist. The antagonists, there were three or four of them. A couple of them show up only to be gone right out of the movie in the very next scene, and we never hear from them again. I thought, again, another part of the movie that could have been cut without even sacrificing the story. But I did enjoy it. Thank you for coming to this screening of Real Swell. I hope you enjoyed. As you head out, I've got three things to ask of you. Number one, pick up your trash. These ushers don't get paid enough. Number two, make sure you are following so you don't miss the next screening. And number three, hit that heart for me. I'll see you all next time. Make sure you've got your ticket.